Dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel Your Short Questions with Narayan. In today's video, we will discuss about the 50 most important MCQs from biology, which is important for NEET, CUET, OUAT, UGC NET biology exams. These questions are set from the 11th biology chapter 1, the living world. So let's start one by one. Who introduced the system of binomial nomenclature? It is Carolus Linnaeus who introduced the binomial nomenclature. This is the photograph of Carolus Linnaeus. In the binomial nomenclature of a mango, that is Mangifera indica, what does Mangifera represent? Mangifera represents the genus. What language is typically used in the biological naming of organisms? The language used is Latin. In a biological name, the second word represents the specific epithet. When handwritten, how are the two words in a biological name formatted? They are formatted, both words are underlined separately when it is handwritten. Which of the following is a rule of binomial nomenclature? Both genus and species names are written in italics when printed. This is for, you can see the example, Mangifera indica. The second part starts with a small letter and the first part starts with a capital letter. What does the specific epithet denote in biological nomenclature? It denotes the species. In the scientific name Mangifera indica, which part should be italicized if printed? Both Mangifera and indica both should be italicized. You can see the example. The scientific name of an organism generally follows which format? It follows genus first, then the specific epithet. Example is Mangifera is the genus, indica is the specific epithet. Which of the following statements about binomial nomenclature is correct? It uses Latinized names for universal understanding. In a biological name, where does the author's name appear? In a biological name, the author's name appears after the specific epithet, that is the second part. Example, in Mangifera indica, Lin means Linnaeus Carolus discovered this, so it indicates that this species was first described by Linnaeus. In the example Mangifera indica Lin, what does Lin signify? It signifies the person who discovered the species. He is Linnaeus Carolus. What do the term dogs, mammals, plants and wheat represent in biological classification? They represent taxa. What is taxa? You must know. In biology, taxon, the plural form is taxa, is category used in classification of organisms. Taxa are groups of organisms that are classified together based on shared characteristics. These groups can represent various levels of classification such as species, genus, family, order, class, phylum or kingdom. Examples are dog is a taxon at the species level, mammals is a taxon at the class level, plants and animals are also taxa at broader levels. Which of the following statement is correct regarding taxa? Taxa refer to categories at various levels of classification. What mental image is likely to come to mind when someone mentions the term mammals? It is animals with axonal ears and body hair that comes to our mind. Which term refers to the specific scientific categorization used for wheat in biology? It is taxon. What is the correct sequence when writing a scientific name with the author's name? It is genus first, then species, then author. Option A is correct. Like Mangifera indica, Mangifera is the genus, indica is the species and Lin is the author. In biological classification, which of the following is an example of a taxon at a higher level than dog? It is mammals. The use of categories such as plants, animals and mammals is primarily to facilitate the study of and identification of organisms. What is the process of classifying living organisms into different taxa called taxonomy? Which of the following statement is correct regarding taxa? Taxa refer to categories at various levels of classification. What are the basic processes involved in taxonomy? It is classification, characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. Option C is the correct answer. That is the basic process involved in taxonomy. In early human history, classifications were primarily based on the classifications were primarily based on the uses of various organisms. In ancient times, this method was adopted. Which of the following forms the basis of modern taxonomic studies? It is external and internal structure, structure of the cell, development process, and ecological information. So all of the above are correct. The study of the relationship among different kinds of organisms is called systematics. What is the origin of the term systematics? Systematics is derived from the Latin word systema, which means systematic arrangement of organisms. Continuing with the next question, which process involves giving scientific names to organisms? It is nomenclature. Why were early humans interested in classifying organisms? They were interested to find sources for basic needs such as food, clothing, and shelter. Which of the following best describes systematics? The study of diversity and relationship among organisms is the thing that best describes systematics. Which one of the key difference between taxonomy and systematics? The taxonomy focuses on naming while systematics focuses on the relationship among organisms. Option B is correct. What was the title of the publication by Carlos Linnaeus? It is Systema Naturae. Systema Naturae, this is the book Systema Naturae written by Linnaeus. Which of the following areas did the scope of systematics expand to include identification, nomenclature, and classification? Systematics primarily considers which aspect in the classification of organisms? It is evolutionary relationship between organisms. Which of the following is not directly included in the modern scope of systematics? Habitat restoration is not included. Rest 3 classification, nomenclature, evolution, relationship are directly included in the modern scope of systematics but not habitat restoration. The question is not directly included. Keep it in mind. Next question. What is the relationship between taxonomy and systematics? Taxonomy is part of a systematics that includes classification and nomenclature. Who is credited with expanding the scope of systematics to include evolutionary relationships? It is none other than Carlos Linnaeus. Which area of biological study focuses on both classification and the evolutionary relationship among organisms? That is systematics. Why are evolutionary relationships important in systematics? They aid in understanding how organisms are related over time. Which category includes animals such as fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals? It is phylum. What is the name of the phylum that includes animals with a notochord and a dorsal hollow neural system? The answer is Chordata. Chordata is the name of the phylum that includes animals with a notochord and a dorsal hollow neural system. The phylum Chordata is characterized by presence of which structure? It is notochord. Notochord means it is a flexible rod-shaped structure that provides support. In many chordates such as vertebrates, this is replaced by a vertebral column, that is spine, during development. In a botanical classification, what is the term used for the category equivalent to phylum in animals? It is division. Which of the following animals would be classified in the phylum Chordata? Frog can be. The division level in plants is equivalent to which level in animals? It is phylum. In animal classification, which category comes immediately above class? Division comes immediately above class. In biological classification, which of the following is the correct hierarchy from lower to higher levels of animals? It is class, phylum and kingdom. As a mnemonics you can write Charlie passed in kg, that is CPK. Which of the following is a common feature of organisms in phylum Chordata? It is notochord and dorsal hollow neural system. Dorsal hollow nerve cord is a tabular nerve cord located on the dorsal, that is back side of the organism, which develops into the brain and spinal cord in vertebrates. Who was the evolutionary biologist often referred as the Darwin of the 20th century? It is Ernest Mayr. He is known as the Darwin of the 20th century. He was a German biologist. What is the highest category in the classification system for animals? It is, the highest category is the kingdom. In a biological classification, which kingdom is distinct from kingdom Animalia and include all plants? It is kingdom Plantae. What is the purpose of adding subcategories in the taxonomy hierarchy? It is to facilitate more scientific placement of various taxa. B is the correct option. With this, we end this video. I hope you like the contents and it is exciting, also useful for your exam. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the future videos. Please like it and share it. I wish you all the best. Good luck for your exams and do well in life. Thank you for watching me. Thank you so much.